I'm live again. Here I am, Lance Richards. This is your Loonie Liberal Power Hour with your host, Lance Richards. And I really didn't even hop in the shower this morning. I'm a morning showerer kind of guy. And I didn't even really do that because I knew that I wanted to take the opportunity to get this hour of solitude off my chest while I still could. The last one went okay. It seems to drag a little bit more on here than it does on Facebook Live. I don't know what that is. It don't really matter. Like I said, this is the Loonie Liberal Power Hour with your host, Lance Richards. And we've got some things to discuss. I think there's things that need to be talked about. I mean, all through this whole process for the last 4 years, in the beginning, people just thought I was crazy. Why are you even worried about this stuff, Lance? It's just going to be okay. Don't worry about it, man. It's not that big a deal. Oh, you're crazy thinking he's like Hitler and this is like Germany. And I was extreme. And I'll be the first to admit it. 4 years ago, you would have considered me radical. And not to mention that I do have some radical tendencies. I'm not going to deny that. I don't deny that my mind works differently from the vast majority of the population. I won't ever deny that. I'm kind of proud of that, to tell you the God honest truth. I think differently on a different level. I don't know if that level's higher or off to the left or off to the right or lower. I don't know where my level is, but I don't think like other people. I never have. And odds are, I probably never will. Personally, I'm proud of it. I understand that it scares some people. It intimidates other people. It makes people laugh. I don't care why you like or don't like me. I just care that you're engaged by me. Now, I don't know how many of you are, how many of you are not. I don't really care. But I do care that I wish you guys would just give me the opportunity to listen thoughtfully to the things that are coming out of my mouth. The first thing that got me kind of pissed off, I ain't gonna lie, these kind of things piss me off. I'm on a lot of Trump sites, and I scroll through Trump sites. A lot of times I don't even really engage because I just want to see what they're going to say. There's some pages that I engage on and I tend people, but there's other pages that I just look at and I see the things that they say because I know as soon as I engage, then I'm probably going to get kicked off and blocked. Because a lot of the Trump supporters, they like to have echo chambers. They don't like any opposing voices in their ear. Now, if there is an opposing voice, they like just one, and then they can gang up on him or her or whoever it is. See, I've had many of those where they kick me out and they ostracize me to my own page, and it's fun for me. But the things that I've been seeing lately is since the DNC is these Trump pansies are making fun of that kid that stutters, that got on there, brave, stood tall for a guy that helped him. That probably was he was petrified to do that. He got on there and stood strong and stood tall. And what do them goddamn deplorables do? Run him through the mud, make fun of him, pick on him like the fucking bullies they are. That pisses me off, folks. That's just it's insight into the lack of human decency that the deplorables have. And I'm just going to point out a lot of things here. I want to get down to the nitty gritty and the meat and bones for you. Let's stop talking about Democrat and Republican. Let's stop talking about conservative and liberal for a few minutes. Let's just talk about basic human decency. Okay? Let's discuss human decency for a few minutes. Human decency, basic human decency requires you to care about other human beings, man. I mean, we're all in this together. We're all bound by our humanity. Are we not? We all have flaws. We all have percadillies. We all have things, weaknesses that make us vulnerable. Everybody's vulnerable in ways. I don't understand. First and foremost, I don't understand why adults would ever want to make fun of a child. Just ridicule a child. The one thing is they showed that of how he stood up for Biden and he talked about Biden and how basic human decency for Biden. Biden sees this kid who has the same kind of problem he had growing up and still has to this day, and he mentored him. He took him under his wing and he said, "Hey, look, man, here's this helped me. You be confident, you be proud, you be strong, you stand up to this, you work on this, and you're going to be okay, buddy." And Biden, who is running for the presidency of the United States right now, has been the vice president of the United States for 2 terms. He is the type of guy that just takes time out of his day to help people, individuals, to talk to people. There's hundreds and hundreds of stories where he just took the time out of his day to talk to people. Not to mention that he was a single dad. He understands struggle. He understands having to take care. You got Rush Limbaugh in there. Am I supposed to feel sorry for him? No, you're supposed to have some fucking respect for him because you ain't got the balls to do what Biden did. You don't have the balls or the intestinal fortitude to go through the things that Joe Biden has went through. And that's the point. The point is that he's got stronger character than you. The point is that he's a better human being than you at his core. Deep down, the struggles that he has went through has made him a better man than you, made him a better human being than you. And because of that, he has empathy, he has compassion, he tries to understand people and be thoughtful. See, these are the keys to human decency, folks. And we all should have them. That's kind of the whole point of what's going on here. Hillary named you deplorables long ago. And she hit that fucking nail right on the head. And that's your problem. You're deplorable. You make people queasy with the way you act and the way you treat people. You make people physically ill to see how you act. And it carries right up to the president of the United States. People are literally sick at their stomach watching that man operate in the highest seat in the land. And he's making everyone else look like a piece of shit like him. You realize now, deplorables, that we're not allowed in any other country on the world. Everybody's got bans on us because they're afraid we're going to bring the Rona back. Because we're so deplorable and we're not decent. We should be decent, folks. We should go out of our way to be the type of people that help each other, that care about humanity, that have empathy, that have compassion. You guys want to talk about how you're a Christian and this is a Christian nation. Okay, then start acting like this is a fucking Christian nation then. Don't just sing it, bring it. You want to say that you're a Christian? Okay, good. Be a good Christian. Be compassionate. Have empathy. Have charity. Take care of the sick and poor. You want to be a fucking Christian? You want to call yourself a Christian? Then start acting like one. And that goes for the preachers on there. The preachers on there. You know, you got Graham and Faldwell and all these pieces of shit out there using Jesus to get what they want. They're not fucking Christian. Because if they were Christian, they would be thoughtful to everyone. If they were Christian, they would know damn well that Donald Trump is not a messenger from Jesus or God. You got to be a decent human being. You got to have something good inside of you. You understand that, right? You understand that that's a basic prerequisite to being a good Christian. You have to have a good heart. You have to have empathy. You have to have compassion. You have to want to help people. Jesus was a fucking teacher. For Christ's sakes, he was a teacher. He took care of the dregs of society. He fed the poor. He was understanding and thoughtful and compassionate and kind and loving. He didn't ridicule little kids because they have a stutter. Deplorable. Disgusting. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. You did it to Greta, too. Same thing. This girl has weakness, but she's trying to overcome it. She's trying to turn her weakness into a strength. She's trying to stand up for what she believes in spite of her weaknesses. And all you sons of bitches want to do is make fun of her and run her down and treat her like she's nobody. When she is somebody. She's more of a somebody than you will ever be in your entire life. Now this is the thing that really triggers me. You guys think that your stupid asses trigger me, but you don't. You amuse me. You get my blood boiling. I want to go back at you and I want to beat you into the ground and bury you because of how you treat people. And I think that shit should be buried. Right? Racism, being a bully, all that shit. We should eradicate that horse shit. But you don't really trigger me. You amuse me. You're just like a little play toy for me. I want to see how long it's going to take me to break you. I just have fun breaking you because you deserve to be broken. Because you go out of your way to break everybody else. So that's what you fucking get. You want to ridicule Greta. You want to ridicule that stuttering boy. You want to make fun of reporters. You want to make fun of welfare recipients. You want to beat everybody down. Okay, well then we're going to start fucking beating your ass down. And not physically. I mean, I could probably do that too. But here. I'm going to start chipping away at your brain. I'm going to start chipping away at your heart and your soul. You want to think that you're so fucking cool. I'm going to show you that you're not. It triggers me that you want to treat a child like that. You know, they put up a little thing about today's son, you know, from Billy Madison when he was making fun of that guy. See, the whole thing about Billy Madison is he needed to grow up. That was the whole point of that film. Yeah, that's funny stuff, you know, when it's on TV, ha ha ha, yeah, look at him making fun of the stuttering kid, ha ha ha. That's funny. But it's not funny to do it to a real kid. That's a real child out there that is seeing all this shit that you're putting out there about him. Real funny, huh? These are the kind of things that trigger me. You want to make fun of me? You want to call me everything but a white boy? That's fine. I don't care. I can take it. I'm used to it. But it just shows everybody what a piece of shit you are that you continue to ridicule a child for something that's out of his control. It ain't his fault that he stutters. That's a weakness. You should protect the weak. If you're so goddamn cool, if you're such a great leader, if you're such a great man, you take care of people that are under you. You take care of people that need your help and need your support. That's what great men do. Great men don't beat down the weak. Great men lift up the weak. That's what fucking Jesus did. That's what Christians would do. You want to be a fucking Christian? Start acting like it. Because you guys, they have the deepest level of hell reserved for you fucking hypocrites. Out there pretending like you're a goddamn Christian and ridiculing a child. Out there pretending like you're a Christian and wanting to deny people health care. Pretend like you're a Christian, but you want to deny people the help and charity that they need. Yeah, maybe it is charity. Do you know how many people that charity has empowered and came back around, and the people that were empowered by that charity now help other people with it? That's how it works, folks. I'm just disgusted. It just disgusted me. It really did. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I see all these little instances of just people being deplorable. Just being deplorable human beings. Like I said, and I'll say it again and again and again, Hillary hit that nail directly on the fucking head. Because that's what you guys are. You don't care. You don't seem to care about America. We tell you over and over again how he's fucking it all up. You don't care about being good Christians. You don't care about being good Americans. You just want to pretend like you are. You want to pretend that you love America, but you let that piece of shit abuse our Constitution. You want to pretend like you're a Christian, but you let that piece of shit just spit in the face of Jesus every fucking day with the way he treats people. And you know something else that really pisses me off about you deplorables is your chauvinism. You guys are a bunch, even the women that love Trump, you must like being put under a man's thumb. You must like being the extra rib, like you're not good enough, like you're not as good as a man. You must like that, huh? The way you ridicule women, strong, powerful, intelligent women, the way you run them down. You think Jesus liked that shit? Really? You bunch of Christians out there, you think Jesus likes you running down the womb from whence you fucking came? If it wasn't for a woman, you wouldn't fucking be here, but you want to treat them like they're not good enough? Making fun of Muslim women, making fun of, every minority woman. You stupid sons of bitches want to run down every Muslim woman in Congress because she's Muslim. in America. You say you're a good American, but you want to run somebody down for the religion. Let me explain something to you, stupid sons of bitches. In the First Amendment, in the first phrase of the First Amendment, you're allowed to be any fucking religion you want in this country. It doesn't matter what religion you are. What matters is that you're a fucking American. So if you want to be a good American, then you need to start to support other Americans. You save your Christian shit for later because we've already established that you suck at being a Christian too. Because if you defend and promote that piece of shit, you're not a Christian. You're a hypocrite. Now, that was a good 20 minutes of being triggered. That you motherfuckers make fun of that kid just like Greta. That pisses me off. The fuck do you think you are? You think that's funny? You think that's cool? You think that makes you powerful and righteous? Picking on a little child? The fuck is wrong with you? That kid wasn't doing nothing bad. He wasn't being a bully. He was helping a guy that helped him. And that's what being an American and a Christian's all about. Helping people, taking care of people, being strong for people when they are weak. These are the kind of things that make you a good Christian. Not ridiculing a stutter kid. Or ridiculing a autistic child that wants to stand up for climate change. Or ridiculing a disabled fucking reporter. You think that's fucking funny, huh? You think that's cool? Pieces of shit. I don't know how we got to the point where it's okay to be a bully. Where it's something that you should be proud of. I don't understand how we got. I mean, I understand being young and having some bullying going on, and it makes you tough. Okay, I get that. I get the fact that we have to have a certain amount of guys fucking with guys, girls fucking with girls. You know, it gives you tough skin. It makes you tough. I get it. But there's a point where it's not just building strength. It's trying to beat people down. Trying to beat people down. And it's not cool. It's not cool. Okay? I can't stress this enough. Now, see, that just, it upsets me. I can't, I mean, it also, like, it hits me inside because it's shit that I've had to deal with in my life. Is that you're weak enough and bad things happen to you and life is hard. And then there's sons of bitches out there that want to make it harder. You try your best for people, and all other people want to do is run you down to make themselves feel better about themselves. It's disgusting. We shouldn't do it to each other. And we should stand up when people do it to others. And we should say, you will not be treating that person like that right now. That's what we got to get back to it as Americans, folks. We need to know what's bad again. It's bad to be a bully. It's bad to take advantage of weak people. No matter if you're raping women, or you're making fun of disabled people, or you're making fun of kids that have a stutter, you should not take advantage of people's weakness in this country. If you want to help them with their weakness, that's fine. But you don't need to beat them down to make yourself feel superior. That's horse shit. Jesus wouldn't like that. Jesus helped the weak. Jesus uplifted people. If you want this to be a fucking Christian nation, then you better start acting like a Christian. And you're not. You're a bunch of fucking hypocrites. And I've pointed it out repeatedly to you. And I wish they would give me a bigger platform so I could point that shit out to you some more. Because it's not really clicking in a lot of people's brains. They don't understand. They can still say, oh yeah, Lance is just a piece of shit. I don't have to listen to him. They don't have to see how deplorable they are. That's another thing in America. You know, we're talking about meat and bones. Let's talk about the meat and bones of America. What makes this grand experiment so hard? I'm going to tell you one of the very first things that make this grand experiment so hard. The idea of allowing people to rule themselves. Human nature is one of the fatal flaws of that. Because some people are just assholes. Some people don't care about anyone else but themselves. Some people are dirty and will go out of their way to try and fuck other people for themselves. It's in their nature to do so. Nurture and nature. Life turns them into this, and they were born like that. You know one of them guys? Donald Trump. Donald Trump was born to be a fucking asshole. And then his life cultivated him to be a better asshole. So how do we expect somebody like that to do what's in the best interest of everyone? It makes our righteous notion very hard to do. Because there's a bunch of Donald Trumps out there. And we see them. He empowered the asshole in everyone. When Biden talks about the lesser instincts in us, he is the personification of the lesser instincts in us. And he has empowered the lesser instincts in you. And it's made it hard for us to do our righteous notion. We got a bunch of fucking selfish assholes out there in charge right now, beating everybody else down, treating everybody else like shit, and making America look like shit in the process. And they think it's okay. In fact, they think it's cool. They're fucking cool, aren't you? You're a fucking cool bully, aren't you? You're a piece of shit. You're weaker than everyone else. That's why you got to act so tough. Because deep down inside, you know that you're a piece of fucking shit. So guess what? That's how you act. You act like a piece of shit. And then you're proud of it. You have to be proud of it, right? You have to be proud of it because you don't really want to admit to anyone else that you don't deserve to be the biggest piece of shit in the fucking world. Oh, no, I don't deserve to act like this because I'm not really good. So you got to pretend like it's righteous. And that poor stuttering kid, he's the punk. He's the punk, right? Greta, she's the foolish one. No, you're the fucking foolish one. You're the stupid, greedy, selfish bastard. Now it's halfway through, and I'm still boiling. My blood is boiling from these things. And it's not you personally. It's the fact that how in the flying fuck did this become okay in America? Explain it to me. Explain to me how it's okay to act the way that Trump acts. To beat women down. To call them nasty, to call them dirty, to call them bitches, and just, he's supposed to be the president of the United States. How is it okay for him to run down Goodyear? He's boycotting Goodyear. Did you hear that one? Ohio, did you hear that one? Been around for over 100 years. Puts tires on his fucking limos. But just because they said something about wearing MAGA hats, they don't like you. You're a piece of shit. Come to terms with it. They want to talk about how we've been running down Trump for 4 years. Of course we have, because 4 years ago, we knew he was a piece of shit. And every day he keeps proving it to us. And the problem is, I guess, is that you're a piece of shit too, and you can't admit it. So you have to pretend that Donald Trump is not a piece of shit, so you don't have to be a piece of shit too. And that's the long and the short of it, the meat and the bones, right there in a nutshell. Got a bunch of fucking assholes out there who want to impose their assholiness. I don't even know the term for it. Their assholery. They want to impose their assholery on the whole fucking country, and they want all the country to be assholes with them. Well, fuck you. I'm only going to be an asshole to you. I'm not going to be an asshole to everyone else. See, that's what we've gotten to right here, guys. We've got down to the point where I can't candy coat it anymore. I can't try to be nice. I go through phases where I'm trying to be thoughtful and nice with you sons of bitches, but it doesn't matter. Because that's not what works with you. What works with you is some of your own fucking medicine. So I'm going to start giving you more of your own medicine. You want to be a fucking asshole to everybody? Okay. Okay. I'll be a fucking asshole to you. I'll tell you what a piece of shit you're being right now. And I'll tell you why you're being a piece of shit. And I'll tell you how you're being a piece of shit. Because you deserve it. Greta doesn't deserve it. That stuttering boy doesn't deserve it. The disabled reporter doesn't deserve it. You fucking deserve it. You deserve to be bullied. You deserve to be beat down and put in your place. You deserve it. And it's high time that we started doing it. And I don't care about your guns. I don't care about how tough you think you are. You see me on the street, it applies. I still think you're stupid and you're an asshole and you're a piece of shit. If you want to come on up here and prove it again, go ahead. Give it a shot. Take your best shot. Because at the end, You're still going to be an asshole, and you might be limping. Take a shot. See what you get, tough guy. Because I'm to the point now where I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about me. You want to go ahead and you want to fucking dislocate my jaw with your big tough fist? Good luck. Good luck. Because you're going to need it. Now, that's been over half. And I needed to get this out. I needed to purge and vent. It's tough for me while I'm in Facebook jail, rotting away for a crime I didn't really. I mean, I committed it, but it really shouldn't be a crime. I mean, it shouldn't be a crime what I did. I was just talking to. I was now imagine this. I have this loony liberal persona, and I have an extreme right friend. I have friends of all shapes and sizes, but this particular argument happened between a right-wing friend and a really crazy left-wing person. They're both kind of crazy in their ideologies. They're both extreme, but it was a liberal lesbian arguing with a conservative white nationalist male. Now imagine this. And I'm in the middle of it. And they're going back and forth and back and forth. And in the process, I call my liberal lesbian. I tell her to stop being a crazy dyke. And then I wink at the end. And they hem me up for hate speech for 30 days. For being cheeky to a friend. That's what we've gotten to. You guys want to talk about sensitive? Okay. I know the difference between hey, come on, man, quit being a crazy dyke, Relax. Be thoughtful. Let's talk about this. Me being the voice of the reason in the middle, just slinging out a little bit of shade. I'm not trying to beat her down. I don't care if she likes to eat pussy. I eat pussy. I don't care what she does in her bedroom. But yet, I'm in jail for 30 days and I'm bouncing off the fucking walls because I can't do my keyboard. I can't go live. So there's a little frustration in there. Now, I've beat you guys down for a good 40 minutes now. And you deserve it. You deserve it. And you got a lot more coming. Because see, this is what you guys have, you bullies. This is the bully mentality. Okay? Bullies always want to, first they're going to come and they're going to ridicule you. They're going to try and, look at him. He's no good. He's just a pussy. Then they're going to try to intimidate you. They're going to push you around. And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You won't say that shit in front of my face. And then when that don't work and you keep giving them their medicine, then they want to play the victim. Well, you're just being mean to me. You're bullying me. No, you're the fucking bully. I'm just giving you a piece of your medicine. I'm giving you a dose of what you give others. You have a bully mentality. And that's deplorables in a nutshell. And when did that become okay? Explain to me when that became okay. Show me in the Bible where Jesus bullied people. Show me. Because I want to see it. You guys see, this is how it makes me crazy, is because I'm between being amused and just completely disgusted with you. It's like it's dark comedy. America has become dark comedy because some of the most absurd fun, like, yeah, you used to look and say, man, that's funny. That could never happen. That's funny. But guess what? Now it's happening. It's like the movie Idiocracy. You watch that show and you're like, Jesus Christ, that's just fucking absurd. That could never happen. That's funny. But now you see it can. When you used to make fun of Hitler, I like the dark comedy from the Holocaust. That stuff makes me chuckle, and then I feel bad about it. But now we're basically 1920, early 30s Germany right now in America. You realize that, right? We are literally 1933, 1934 Germany in America. We are right on the cusp. Right on the cusp of becoming a dictatorship, an authoritarian government. Literally. No joke. This ain't no conspiracy theory. This ain't no mystery Twilight Zone shit. It seems like it is, but it's not. This is how it is. We have people who are just so far outside their mind with selfishness and greed and self-righteousness and ignorance and hypocrisy, cognitive dissonance and propaganda and misinformation. We are so overwhelmed with all these horrible, horrible lesser instincts. It's like a different universe. It's like a different world. I understand that these things exist in our world, but when did these things start taking over our world? Is that really the world we want our kids to live in? Where everybody's a fucking bully? The biggest bully rules? Survival of the fittest, huh? You think this is the jungle, motherfucker? You ain't no lion. You're a goddamn laughing hyena over there. You need a pack. You ain't no fucking lion. You're a joke. You're a fucking monkey up swinging in the tree. You're a fucking joke. But you get a bunch of these fucking monkeys and hyenas. This is what you get. When you let the monkeys and the hyenas rule, this is what you get. Stupid, ignorant society. That's what everybody else sees us as. That's what the majority of people in this country see the leadership as. Stupid. A fucking circus. A bunch of monkeys flinging shit at each other. A bunch of hyenas coming in and scavenging whatever they can and fuck everybody else. Deplorables. Horrible human beings have taken over this country and they think they're cool. There it is, in a nutshell. And they are being led by one of the most worthless pieces of shit who have ever walked the face of this planet. And everybody else knows it. Everybody else knows it. Except for his supporters. You have ex-presidents. Do you understand? Do you get... See, let me explain something to you about Obama. Obama cares about America and holding up traditions and being honorable in his duty as the president. You don't say bad things about a sitting president if you're an ex-president. We're all Americans. This is the honor system. He holds that sacred unwritten rule in his heart. Do you know what it takes for him to get on there and say the things he says about the country he loves and the seat that he holds sacred? I know you guys don't understand it. You guys don't have that kind of honor, it seems. But he does. But he still got up there and he told everybody what they needed to hear from the person they needed to hear it from. Somebody who's been there and done that and had that weight on his shoulders. There's nobody else more qualified to tell us how Trump's doing than people who have done what Trump's doing. And they have all told you he's a piece of shit. Republicans and Democrats alike. And you can pretend like they're all the bad guys all you want. But the rest of us know the truth. The rest of us know the truth. Trump is a piece of shit. And you guys are becoming pieces of shit too. A lot of you already were. But there's some people out there that I just still can't get my brain wrapped around how, in the name of all that's holy, that you can sit and look at this and say it's okay and be proud of it and defend it. How can you do it? Explain it to me, please. It's getting ridiculous, guys. 70 some days away from 4 more years of this? Really? How can you sit there and honestly look at yourselves in the mirror and still say that this is okay? That this is normal? That this is just all right? We're making America great again. How can you say that? Have you lost your fucking mind? I told you long ago, they didn't want to make America great again. America was already great. America never stopped being great because of our righteous notions. They wanted to make America great again for them. The racist people, the conservative people, the people who didn't want to be ruled by women and didn't want to be ruled by black people and wanted everybody to bow to the flag when it was good for them to bow to the flag. Make America great for everybody that's selfish and greedy and wants everything for themselves. That's what they meant. They don't care about the rest of us. They want to make America great again for them. And that's what Trump has gone about doing, is make America great for them, for the assholes, for the bullies, for the nationalists, for the hypocritical Christians. That's what Trump's done. That's your legacy. A bunch of fucking assholes. Deplorables. Amply named. Amply named. And yeah, I still love you guys. I do. I got love for you. And I'm the type of person, I'm a decent human being, so I go looking for things to love you for. I already got enough weaknesses to beat you down with. I go in search of things, redeeming qualities. There's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Redeeming qualities in you. Where are they? Where's your redeeming quality? Tell me a character, give me a character trait of yours that should make me say, you know what, he's an okay guy. You know what tells me that about Biden? Do you want to know what makes me know that deep down inside, under it all, no matter what you motherfuckers say, that he's a good dude and he cares about this country and he cares about people? It was the stuttering boy, just like him. His redeeming quality is he has empathy. He understands loss. He understands weakness. He understands being a fragile human being and taking care of those people and helping those people. He's overcame his weaknesses and his struggle and his loss. And he didn't let it make him bitter. He didn't become an asshole. He went out of his way to help people. He lost his wife. So what did he do? He started standing up for women that got abused. He's the reason why women can call the cops and get a fucking guy off of him for domestic abuse. Before Biden, there was no such thing as domestic abuse. You were just allowed to whoop the shit out of your woman anytime you wanted. And it was just, that's their business. Is that what you want America to be again? It is, isn't it? Deep down inside, that's what you want. You want white conservative males to rule the world again. And it's not going to work anymore. You can't have it your way anymore. And I don't care if you feel threatened by it. I don't care if you white conservative males feel threatened by the fact that you're losing power. You don't deserve power, obviously. You don't deserve to be a leader because all you give a fuck about is yourself. Leaders care about the team. Leaders care about doing what they can do to help the team. You want to be a fucking leader, act like one. You want to be a Christian, act like one. If you want to be a good American, then start fucking acting like one. Because you're not. And I'm going to continue to tell you how and why every day. Every chance I get, I'm going to get on there and I'm going to tell you why you're a fucking asshole and why you're a piece of shit and why you're wrong. And I'm going to do it until until hopefully I don't have to do it anymore. Till hopefully you assholes aren't in charge anymore. Or until one of you shoot me. Or I drop fucking dead of a heart attack because my blood's pumping so fucking hard. Them are my only three options. Either you guys stop being fucking assholes, or you shoot me, or I drop dead because my heart explodes. That's my three options. I have no other option. I'm overwhelmingly compelled to come on there and tell you what a fucking asshole you are. And how ignorant you are. And how you're not being thoughtful, maybe. I'm going to help you see the better instincts in you. I'm going to continue to beat down the lesser instincts in you. And it is what it is. Do what you want. Block me, punch me, ridicule me. I don't care. I got tough skin. Ain't gonna hurt me none. It amuses me. It empowers me. It makes me feel useful. You don't get that. You don't get that I was once weak too. So this is my way of helping those like me. If you want to get on there and try to bully someone else, then I'm going to come along and I'm going to bully you. And I'm going to make you feel so shitty about yourself that you won't know what to do. And you'll lash out at me and you'll probably want to punch me and you'll probably want to beat me up and ridicule me some more. But eventually, if I make you feel fucking like a piece of shit enough, you'll start saying, you know what? Maybe I am a piece of shit. And maybe you'll stop being a piece of shit. You're leaving me little else to do. Now, in the midst of that, if you come to the point in our discussions and you say, you know what, Lance, let's talk about this. Let's just throw away all the trash talk because I already know you're better at it. I already know that you can be a bigger asshole than me. I already know that you can fucking make me feel like the biggest piece of shit in the world. I already know that you can bully me into the ground like a piece of dung. I already know you can do that. So let's flip the script here and actually talk like thoughtful, caring, logical, reasonable adults here. Let's discuss this. Break it down for me, Lance. Talk to me. Discuss these things. Dissect how I got here, Lance. How did I become such a big piece of fucking shit? Admit it. Just admit you fucked up. It's all you got to do. You don't even really have to admit that you fucked up. I'll give you a pass. Just stop defending and promoting that man. Come to terms with the fact that he's a piece of shit. And if you continue to promote and defend him, you're a piece of shit. Start to open your eyes and see how shitty he is. And then gradually, slowly but surely, you'll stop being a piece of shit too. And let's start with one thing for you Christians. I'll give one thing for you Christians, okay? Something to ponder. I mean, seriously, sit here and think about this. Sit here and with your Christian mind, knowing what you know about Christ, Jesus, Sonny Boy, the man. If you're a Christian, that's what you believe. He is the perfection that we all endeavor to attain. That's the light for us as Christians to endeavor to be Jesus. Seriously sit and think about what Jesus would think about Trump. Seriously. What he's done to his wives, how he treats women, how he treats disabled people, how he treats everybody, how he's selfish and greedy and stupid and ignorant. He is the exact opposite of Jesus in every possible conceivable way. But somehow, you stupid sons of bitches think he's the savior. The complete opposite of Jesus in everything. Think about that. You nationalists that think everybody should bow to the flag, think about how can he be an American? Bone spurs? Really? bone spurs. Really? The way he treats the military, ex-military, the way he treats McCain, the way he treats the American Constitution. Fuck out of here with that shit. He ain't American, and neither are you now, too. He doesn't give a flying fuck about America or any of you. Get that through your head. Come to terms with it. You don't have to apologize. I don't need an apology. It'd be nice if you did. It would help you on your way to not being such a fucking deplorable piece of shit if you apologized first. Acceptance, an apology, make amends. But you don't even have to do that. Just stop fucking defending him. Stop promoting him. Stop pretending that what he does is okay. Shut your fucking mouth. If you don't have answers to our problems right now, shut your fucking mouth. I don't want to hear you defending Trump. And if I'm in the right mood and I see something I don't like enough, I'm going to come tell you about it. Because that's just what I do. I'm the Loonie Liberal. And this has been your Loonie Liberal Power Hour with your host, Lance Richards. And as always, on my way out the door, I want to tell you to take care of each other and help each other and be thoughtful and kind and honest and fair. Try your damnedest. Keep trying every single day to be perfect. Endeavor for perfection. Even though you know you're never going to get there, keep trying. That's what Jesus told you to do. If you're a Christian, that's what Jesus told you to do. If you're an American, that's what we endeavor to do. Form a more perfect union. Endeavor towards it. Even though you'll never get there. Eventually, perhaps America will. Eventually, perhaps Christianity will. I love you guys. Thanks for your time. Stay strong. Take care of each other. Be cool. Dumbass out.